Bit of an update since we last talked. The van camper portion of it is coming along well. I'm not going to say, it's coming along nicely. There was a few hiccups, I'm not sure what to do here moments. As I mentioned before, I am not a professional. I am just a backyard self-taught somebody who likes to cut and build things with wood. So I do not have a CNC or a planned build for everything that I'm doing in the back of this Delica. I'm pretty much winging it as I go along. I know the idea that I want. I've watched a few videos and I've had a pretty good idea of what I wanted to build. But an idea and putting it in play are definitely two different things. So the sliders have come in for here and for here. While I was doing this, I thought it would be kind of nice to have a pull-out tray that we could put, a barbecue, whatever. You never know when you might need a little table. Because of, again, lack of space, utilize where you can. So that's what I've done with this. This drawer we already talked about. So now I've got the second drawer. Sliders have come in. I will put them here and build the same idea just on top of here. Now, as you can see, I went ahead and framed the front of this out and I built this section. I still need to tack it down. I'll just get another bracket like I have there, put another one in the corner here, and then I've got storage. My plan now is to build just, I don't know what you want to call them, but so that the lids will just sit inside. Because as I do things, I run into problems and then I have to problem solve. When I built the 2x4s, started cutting the 2x4s to put on the sliders, I realized that the 2x4s would sit below the this side piece on both sides. Therefore, when you slide it open, now I can't put a lid or anything there. So that was the problem I found. Easy solution. Cut the 2x4 to match the slider. Now I've done the pocket holes for the frame. I've got that slider is already mounted. I just mounted it now. And then this one I'm going to do right now. We will carry on with the framing and put the plywood on here, and we'll see if what I was hoping to accomplish will actually get accomplished. So this is why you don't throw away some of your scrap pieces of wood. This looks like junk. Having said that, it's going to fit perfectly right on the end here. And guess what I got to do? I got to stain some more. So that's going to sit here on both sides. The plywood will tack. You'll see as we go, because I don't even know why I'm explaining to Q, because I'm going to be making it up as I go along anyways. But my plan is plywood, hinges in between. Oh, we're so close to doing it. Of course it's... Of course. These are the cushions that I'm using for the bed. We got them from a foam store anyways, in Prince George. They weren't cheap little beggars either. They were like about 150 bucks. We needed them at the time, a couple years back when I had sick parents and we had to stay at their place and we just slept on the floor. So we've kept them, and I'm glad we did. We have 2 of them. They're exactly the same size, but this is what we're going to use on the bed, and that's everything so far is working really well size-wise. Okay, so here we are. I did have to turn the camera off for a bit because the cursing got a little out of hand. The bed is done, but it was not easy for me. It wasn't easy for me. As you see, I cut this piece in half. I didn't need to, turns out, but I was struggling with sitting up. And then when I folded it down, the whole thing would shoot forward, and I don't know what went south. I really don't. Here it is, what you'll see on the inside. So I have another cushion exactly like this one that's going to go here. So that'll be for the bed. Sorry about the mess. I got to do some vacuum and cleaning. So what I end up having to do, these sliders are pointless. Sorry, the sliders are awesome. The locking sliders were a waste of money. It was pointless for me. It didn't work out the way I had hoped. That's okay. Adapt and overcome, right? So in this position, in order for them to lock, it would have had to go, well, let me just show you. Once I unlock it, in order for the sliders to lock, it would have been way back there. Which is still, I guess, an option, but I don't really like it because look what it does to the storage front. I could have cut these back. That would have been a nightmare and it would have looked really, really bad. But I could have cut these back, put these in a locked position there. That's on me. Again, looking ahead, I didn't anticipate that being a problem. So I got to stain these tops up again. So what I did instead is I wanted it to stop there. So that's when I just put these clips in. So there. I put one there and one on that side. Because I need to get in and out of here right now, I'm not going to lock that slide. But it still allows me to open this up and access this from here or from the top. So I can slide it back, reach down, place things in, or through the front. But that is done. Gosh almighty, that was not fun. So I am going to cover this, finish it, make it look nicer, put a front plate on here just to finish it off. So I had to do a little creative carpentry here. So I got the cupboard tops all done. Just need to stain them. Never any battle with the stain. Should have just went for the all natural wood look. But then over here, this is where I ran into, again, another problem I didn't foresee. So if you look under here, if I was to put a top here, this won't shut. But I don't want to leave it open either. I guess I could, but I don't want to. So what did I do? I built this funky little shelf, or lid, sorry, not shelf, because it sits on a shelf on one side and on the edge on the other side. So what it does is, it's hard to do with one hand, just sits in like that. This slides out and it actually stops right on this edge. Well, that was just shithouse luck is all that was. Okay, so I got to stain these up, but I think before I do that, I'm going to build the drawer at the back. Okay, I'm going to go over how I do my drawer build. I start by putting the sliders where I want them on both sides. Because this slides out, I don't want the sliders touching that. So I did just put, I don't have it here, but I put a piece of wood underneath to the height that I wanted. So once these are now cut for the length of the drawer from front to back, that'll be attached there, and it'll be at the level of this one here, which gives me the clearance that I need for this to be able to pull out. From there, I cut the two sides. Then I measured the front, cut it, that'll sit there. So the drawer will be like that. Cut another one for the back. Then I dropped my blade down and just kept running the blade through until I got the width I needed for my 1/2-inch board. That's going to be the bottom, the base of it. So that'll slide in, these will slide in. Voila. So I came out late last night, cut these boards up. So I clamped them, glued them all together, sanded them down this morning. And these are for the doors underneath the bed in the front. These are going to be the doors. There's a meaning behind the heart, the Sasquatch, which I'll share with you at some point. But for now, what I did is I wanted to have this on the door. So I took a piece of carbon paper, my Squatch, traced them down onto the board. Then I either burn or Dremel this into the wood, stain them, and put some hinges on there for the doors.
What you do to me is in confliction, a straight contradiction with my mind. Guilty pleasure has a bitter taste. In the end, my friend, are you sure you wanna fight? Ooh, has got that time, not me. Ooh, he is interested in patience. Oh, I'm a gazelle, always running, adrenaline in every blood cell. Some say I'm unwell, but I don't care. Oh, I swear. What you do to me is beyond cruel. You're not known to be cool, but give me a break. For heaven's sake, we can still get along if we agree to disagree.
So the back of the van, the camping portion, is done in the sense that it is now usable. We need to now use it, see what works, see what doesn't, see if we need to change things up, see if my build even stays together. Now in the last video we discussed the alternator. So we are not purposely trying to drag these videos out, because trust me, I want to get out and use this probably more than anybody. But there was that huge hiccup with the alternator and getting that bolt out. But guess what? Good news. But look at what's sitting in there now. Nice and bright, shiny new alternator. That is so exciting. To quote Ron, I'll be damned if a piece of metal is gonna win me over. And it didn't. That's gonna get done today. And we'll show you all that. If I can get Ron to get in front of the camera again. And then yeah, we are gonna get out and do some exploring with this bad boy. Sorry, Cinderella. Guess Cinderella? Could be a boy nowadays. Cheers. See you on the next one.